guys. So I know I said the next one was going to be a Christmas wreath. It will, okay? It's coming, I promise. I found another fall video, but you can apply this to Christmas decor as well, okay? So I just took one of those chargers. I put a little string on the back to hang. You don't have to hang it, but I just took one of those chargers and I took a little, you saw the little three. It was the three-piece sign from Dollar Tree. Now look, you could apply this with a Christmas sign as well, okay? I'm hot gluing the sign into the middle of the charger, just like you see there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all those little sparkly balls, and they have them at Dollar Tree this year also. And this is a little time consuming, but it turns out so pretty. I'm just hot gluing them all around the charger as you see there. And the reason, so I was going through all my videos, guys, and I was saying, which ones do I want to upload? I was trying to get them in order. I haven't always gotten them in order, I'll be honest with you, because I had a bunch of videos that I didn't get a chance to publish because my dad's health started going down last year, and I've told you guys in other videos that I lost my dad last year. My dad passed away, so I just am going through a lot of my videos and trying to get them uploaded for you. And it's like every time I think, okay, I got all of them, I'm done, it's like, oh no, I find another one. But I really do think this is the last one, okay? I went through everything. My husband helps me a lot. He does so much for me, and he thinks this is the last one too. So I got them all around there just like that. That's the first row. We're gonna use just about all of those little sparkly balls though, I'm telling you, but it turns out so pretty. And again, I know that Dollar Tree has a bunch of little small Christmas signs like this that you could use and you could put inside of a charger. And they sell the chargers, they're all different colors. And you could just, this is a great way if you just, have an afternoon to yourself or a weekend to yourself, or, you just pop on your favorite show or the news or whatever you like to watch and, just start hot gluing and getting them all on there. I would say that this would be for kids, but if you're going to let kids help you, just please be so careful with the hot glue. I would never let children use hot glue, especially unsupervised. Please don't do that. Oh goodness, they can really get burned. But if you're there and you're supervising, that's your call. But you could also use just regular Elmer's glue or just your regular crafting glue for this. You don't have to use hot glue. And when it comes to the kids, I wouldn't recommend letting them use hot glue. That's just me. That's just my opinion. I'd rather be safe than sorry. But we're going on our third row now. And I'm just using the brown and gold ones. They were like brown gold, and it's like a champagne color almost. And I just think they're so pretty, but I'm gonna add in the red as well because I want to add in all the colors that you see in that little sign that says blessed. But this looks really pretty, and the way that I had displayed this was I put a little hanger on the back just to show you that if you wanted to hang it, you could. But the way I displayed it was I just got a plate stand, and I just sat it inside of a plate stand, and it worked out just fine for me. And so now I'm going and I'm adding some on top to cover up the little holes you see in between them, and it just makes them, it just gives it more of a presence, just, oops, drop that one. It just gives it a little bit more of a presence, and it's sparkly, and the more sparkles the better. But this turned out really pretty, and I hope you guys like this idea. I like versatile ideas like this. You could get a silver charger, you could get one of Dollar Tree's snowman signs. You could hot glue it to the charger and you could get the sparkly white balls that they have and put all around in here just like we're doing. You could get, the red charger. You could do this Santa Claus one or a reindeer one and just use the red and the green and the white little sparkly balls. And I just think it would be really cute. There's a lot of things you can do with this, and that's why I wanted to make sure that I got this out for you guys. You could even turn one into a New Year's craft if you're having a New Year's party. Lots of sparkle goes into the New Year's decor. So I just think that this was a neat idea and I wanted to share it with you. I always liked these little sparkly balls. Whenever I see them, they're vase filler. I think that's what their initial intention was to be vase filler. But I just like using them in crafts and doing other things with them. They're beautiful in vases though. Don't get me wrong. They look gorgeous in your vases. But I just thought that this would be something different to do with them. I love how that brown and that gold and that champagne color all go together. That's really pretty. And it looks like a lot, but honestly, guys, it goes pretty quick. So now I'm going to add in the red, and watch how when you put the red on, look at how that pops. Isn't that pretty? Red just pops so nicely. But I thought this looked like a really high-end craft when we're done with it. It's got a little bit of a high-end presence to it, in my opinion. And there's just so many things you could do. But I think it just looks so pretty and sparkly. And when it's the holidays, I don't think you can have too much sparkle. I mean, depending upon, what style you're doing. But I just thought this was neat. I keep bumping my table. It's either me or the puppy. It might be the puppy. That might have been the puppy. That big jolt right there might have been the puppy. They get so crazy. They like to sit right at mommy's feet when I'm crafting, and I don't mind. They're my little babies. They're my little shadows. But sometimes they do bump my table. Just trying to pull off the little hot glue hairs. And I am going to use the rest of that sign. I just wanted to use just one part of it on this plate, and I chose to use the blessed because I like that. I just thought that was pretty. And perfect for, this time of year. And this would be really pretty, towards Thanksgiving. I think this would just be really pretty to have. And I love that ribbon. Now, I didn't see that ribbon this year either. Now, it's possible I just didn't get there in time and it was there and maybe I just missed it. But I really like that plaid. I'm drawn to plaid. I really do like my plaid ribbon. But I thought that was really pretty. Dollar Tree does have some really nice ribbons, guys. They really do. And just making a quick little bow here. As you can see, I just kind of wrapped it around and scrunched it. And then I'm just adding the legs just like that. Because I try to do something for everyone. And I know that, you know, for a lot of people, like if you have arthritis or something in your hands, doing those bows the way that I've done them in some of my past videos with all the twisting and holding and pinching and all that, that can be difficult for some people. And so I just try to show you there's different ways to make bows. There's so many different ways, and there is no wrong way or right way to make a bow. It's, you know, however, you know, you want it to look, and if you're happy with it and it turns out the way you wanted it to turn out, then that's all that matters. But I try to show you just different ways that you can make one because my grandma had rheumatoid arthritis, and so it was hard for her sometimes to manipulate her fingers to doing certain things. So I just try to show you different ways that you can make bows because everyone deserves to have a nice pretty bow on their stuff. Oh, sorry, I used the wrong finger when I did that. I'm sorry, I just saw that. Don't pay no mind to that, okay? I was trying to hold the ribbon down. Oh, goodness. I was just trying to hold the ribbon down, friends, I promise. So just gonna put some more little sparkly things in the middle there. I didn't catch that when I was editing the video. Sorry. Very sorry. Moving on, just adding some more sparklies to hold our little ribbon on and to also have our little centerpiece in there. And oh, I keep moving it. Stop moving it, Holly. You see, guys, I've always fiddled with ribbon. So I guess it wasn't the same size. So I wanted to fix that, but that is it all done. And I just think that that was really cute, a very inexpensive craft, guys. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, $5. Not even $5 because we have some of the sparkly balls left over. We're using the sign for something else. I can get at least 2 more bows, if not 3, from that ribbon. So very, very inexpensive, pretty fall craft, Thanksgiving craft, but again, mix up the colors and the sign, and you could totally apply this concept to making a nice Christmas craft. So I really wanted to share that with you, and I hope you guys like it. I love the sparkles. Can you imagine if you had candles on either side of this? You know, now make sure they're spaced enough away. But can you imagine how pretty the candlelight would be on the sparkles? It would just be so pretty. I love that. All right, guys, so that's the rest of the sign, and we're going to do something with that as well. And I feel like whenever I talk about candles or anything that requires a flame, I feel like I always have to give like a warning or something, even though I'm sure you guys are quite capable of not, you know, needing one. But I'm going to tell you the truth. There have been times where I have made my crafts and I have gotten it too close to a candle, and next thing you know, yeah, my ribbon was on fire. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I only give out those little warnings because it's happened to me. So I guess I get distracted or something, and then next thing I know, I've caught something like my ribbon on fire, and we don't want to do that. We want to avoid that at all costs. So that's why I give out my little warnings. Anyway, moving on. I took some of that ribbon, as you see, that pretty plaid ribbon, and I just used some of that burlap ribbon from Dollar Tree with the polka dots. I do like the polka dots. I thought they were so cute. And I just put it on top, and then I'm just using the rest of the sign because these are really inexpensive crafts, and you know, I just want to use as much of them as I can. I know a lot of people are on a budget, so I just want to give you as many ideas as I can so that you can have a nice pretty holiday. So we're just hot gluing them, just like you see there. Okay, so we're just gonna clip our little ends there and make it pretty. And then I'm gonna use another one of those little pumpkins and I'm going to put him in the middle. And now I'm cutting him in half so that he can lay straight. And I love those little styrofoam pumpkins because they are pretty easy to cut. And I'm just gonna hot glue him in the middle there, just like that. And the neat thing about these two crafts, guys, is that they go together. So, you know, you can kind of have them, you know, like in the same room or in the same vicinity, and it just looks, you know, kind of neat. They go together. So I'm just gonna fold that over and put a little glue there because we're gonna have our little hanger so that we can hang it. It'd be really cute on like maybe the door to like, you know, your pantry, or maybe the door to your bathroom, or, you know, just a little closet door that just needs a little something on it. I just thought that would be really cute, just like that. Just to bring a little bit of the festivity all around, you know? And trying to feed it through. I got it. I didn't want to make you watch me struggle with it. It was a couple minutes. So I just kind of edited that part. But and just taking a couple more pieces of that polka dot ribbon with some of that plaid ribbon, and just gonna make a little just gonna make one of those little messy bows. And always dovetail your ends or angle them. You know, some people don't. Some people leave them straight. And I mean, depending upon, you know, if that's the look you like, I mean, there's really no right or wrong if it's what you like. But I always dovetail mine or I angle them. That's just my thing. And I'm just gonna tie it off with some of that, some of the twine there. And look how cute that is. That's a simple way to make a bow too, guys. It doesn't have to be the loops. If the loops are hard, you know, again, if you know, have arthritis in your hands or something, you don't have to make a loopy bow. You could do exactly like we did right there. You could use multiple pieces of ribbon and you can make it as big as you want it to be. So you don't have to make a loopy bow at all. And I like those little bows. I think they call them little rag bows. I think they're cute. And I like to wrap the twine in the middle sometimes. I just think that looks cute too. If you don't have a center, you know, to your bow because we didn't make the loops, you kind of make your own little center of the bow with just wrapping the twine around. I think that's really cute. Uh-oh. Gotta do it again. It wasn't where I wanted it. I really need to remember to use a different finger when I'm holding my bows down. There we go. Okay. I need to write myself a little Post-it note. Oh, goodness. Moving on. I'm just going to tie a little shoestring bow on the top like that. And that's just how we're going to hang it. Very simple, very easy, and I think it turned out really cute. And there it is. that's the little final project. And again, it'd be really cute just, hanging on your closet door or on your pantry door or anywhere where you just want to put a little piece of the holiday. And I just like that. Very simple, very inexpensive, because all three of those little signs there, the grateful, the thankful, and the blessed, we've used them on 2 crafts and they were only $1.25. So it really doesn't get any better than that. And I think that turned out just really darling, really cute. I think that polka dot ribbon just adds a little bit of whimsy too. Now, oh, this is my favorite. So guys, I found those napkins at Home Goods and they have the Wicked Witch on them. Now, I told you guys, I don't do spooky or gory Halloween, okay? But I do love the Wicked Witch there, and it just reminds me of being a kid and watching The Wizard of Oz, which, okay, The Wizard of Oz, it's a classic, but the Munchkins, the Lollipop Guild, they did scare me. Moving on. So, what I'm doing is, now that was just a wine bottle and it was that color, okay? It was just a very dark wine bottle. And what I'm doing is I'm just going to Mod Podge that scrapbook paper. That's just some scrapbook paper that I had on hand. And the colors just go great. And then I'm going to use a piece of that napkin and I'm just going to Mod Podge it onto this bottle and I'm going to make a neat little Halloween vase. So I'm just making sure that my scrapbook paper goes around as much as I want it to. So I'm just cutting out that little square. But as soon as I saw that, I just thought that napkin was so cute. And me and my husband went to New York. This was years ago, but we went to New York and we saw Wicked on Broadway. And it was just amazing. It was a gift from my husband. It was such a wonderful time. We had so much fun. The Broadway show was just, I mean, I can't even put it into words. It was just amazing. I love seeing shows on Broadway. Me and my husband like to see theater and things of that nature. And we spent the whole day in New York and we saw Wicked on Broadway and it was just amazing. So when I saw that napkin at Home Goods, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get that. So that's what I did. And I should have taken the little white part off of the back of the napkin because your napkins, they're 2 layers. You've got the printed layer and then you've got that little white part on the back. I should have took that off, but I didn't. I wasn't thinking about it. So anyway, moving on. It didn't really matter. It didn't take away from the craft at all, so I think it's just preference. But I left it on and it turned out just fine. So I'm just Mod Podging it on and it gets wrinkly. It gets a little wrinkly, but it's a Halloween craft and so it didn't bother me. I think it just added to it. Because I'll be honest with you, I like the little wrinkles when you Mod Podge. I just think it looks cute. I just think it adds character to it. That's just my opinion. So I'm just gonna put some of that scrapbook paper on now. And then we're just gonna turn this little wine bottle into a happy little Halloween vase. I'm just putting that on there. And I love using what I have on hand. I love to repurpose and upcycle. And I keep a lot of bottles because bottles are just a really fun way to do that. And it's so versatile. There's so much you can do, with your bottles, and just putting a little bit more Mod Podge on to secure it and to give a little bit of a protective covering to the paper. But there's so much you can do with your bottles, guys. When I go to the grocery store, a lot of the time I I will buy, before I buy the actual product, I look at the bottle and I see if I like the bottle. And if I don't like the bottle, sometimes I'll buy something totally different if I like the other bottle better. But I'm really aware of what like the jars that my spaghetti sauce comes in, or my maple syrup comes in, or wine bottles, because I like to think, like, how can I upcycle this when I'm done with it? When I'm done with the product inside of it, how can I upcycle it? So just putting that piece on up there. And the colors matched perfect. I really lucked out. I like when that happens because I didn't have to go buy scrapbook paper. I already had some, and it went perfect with this little craft here. And I'm going to use that napkin for a couple of things. I still have that napkin. I have a ton of them. Because I didn't use them as napkins. I just bought them for crafts. But I just thought it was so cute, and I love the orange. You guys know I love orange, especially for fall and Halloween. Orange is probably my favorite fall color. So when I saw that napkin, and especially with the witch on it, it just reminded me of being in New York and seeing Wicked on Broadway with my husband. Now we're going to let it dry. Just getting some ribbon. And that was that ribbon that we had used in the prior craft in a prior video. And all I did was I just kind of cut it to make it a little bit thinner for it to fit better around the bottle. It was really thick and it was wired, and so I just cut it and just kind of wanted to make it a little ragged to go with our little Halloween base here. So I wrapped it around a couple times like you saw there, just making it ragged, that's all. Oh, gotta get more glue. There we go. We're not quite done yet though. Just gonna take another piece of that ribbon. So I'm just tying them together like that in a little shoelace bow, and then I'm just going to glue it in the middle. So we've done Thanksgiving, and now we're doing Halloween. It still feels like yesterday we were at the lake. It's hard to believe it is the middle of October. I swear it feels like we were just at the lake. We go to the lake a lot in the summer. And I was wishing for fall because I love fall. I'm not a big summer person because of the heat. Oh, look how cute. That turned out cute. And I love those berries. I've used those berries before. I've used them for several things. I'm not a big fan of the heat, guys, but I don't like time to go by so fast. And it just seems like as soon as August came, it just seemed like you blinked and now it's October, you know? So that is just a piece of wood. And I had got that from the craft store. And Puppy, you see where Puppy chewed it in the corner right there? Because we have puppies. And she had gotten a hold of it, so that's okay. But that's just a little piece of wood that I had gotten from the craft store, and I'm just painting it black. Now, I would paint the back of it, but just for sake of time, I wanted to get this out when I was making this video. But I do encourage you to always finish the backs of your projects because it just makes them look finished and complete. So I'm just going to add another piece of that little Wicked Witch there napkin. This is just another piece of it. And I think it's so cute. And this is about as dark as I go when it comes to Halloween, guys. I don't get much darker than this. And, you know, a lot of people really get into Halloween, and that's fine. You know, I'm just a little cautious because I want to be very careful with what I invite into my home. So, you know, the witch here for me, it's playful, it's cute, it's a good memory of, again, going to see Wicked on Broadway with my husband, but I don't like to do anything dark or anything like that. So I hope you guys like what I'm doing here. I like to keep things cute for Halloween. I like to keep things very cute. And I don't do scary. I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't do scary. So there it is, all drying. I love the crinkles. I love the crinkles. I think the crinkles are so cute. So I did decide to go ahead and paint the back because it was bothering me. I don't like things to be unfinished. Put a little too much on there. I do like to save as much of my crafts as I can. Whoops. Because I use a lot of chalk paint. When I do paint, I do use a lot of chalk paint. So if I can save a little bit, I do. Sometimes I do make my own chalk paint, but I haven't made black chalk paint because I don't know. I just like to buy the black chalk paint, but I've made white chalk paint in the past and I've made gray, but with the black, I do buy the black. So I'm just wrapping some twine around it because I just thought it would give it a little bit more added interest and a little texture. And I love twine. I think twine just makes things look really cute and it's such a natural, you know, just such a natural fiber. And I just wanted to use some on here. Give it a little bit of a rustic kind of look. This is how I used to make my videos, guys, and now I've kind of gone over to making them more live. I still edit them because I have to. My street can be a little noisy, and I do have my puppers, and they bark at everything. So there we go there. And that really quick, that is just the top to a lamp that I had found. And I said, that's really pretty. I liked the way it looked. I liked the glass. I think it's more like hard plastic, but I just thought it would be cute on top of here. And so I just put them together like that. And that's just, you know, something, there you go, just to make a little, you know, a little display. And I've got my candle and I've got my Wicked Witch little vase there. And the picture behind there, I had went to a painting class with my sweet friend Danielle, and we had painted pictures. And so that was the picture that I painted, and that's my little gray cat. That's Salem. Y'all know who Salem is at this point if you've been watching my videos. She's the one who's always meowing, demanding more food. And there's the little craft that we just made there. Just a little touch. I was telling you guys something too a moment ago, and now I can't remember what it was. Oh goodness. Okay, if it comes back to me, I'll tell you. I get to talking and then I'm like, oh yeah, the video. I gotta tell them what I'm doing in the video. And so I hope you guys like that. And those things were just made with a napkin, just a piece of scrap craft wood I had laying around and an old wine bottle. And so I just thought they were cute and I just wanted to show them to ya. And I do like the orange. I really do. So this is a different idea that I had, guys, because I needed a nightlight in my bathroom. I don't like to walk around a dark house at night. Like if I get up from bed and I have to go potty, I don't like to walk around in a dark, like I don't like to walk into a dark room, so I don't want to walk into my bathroom and it's pitch dark. I've seen too many movies. So I decided I want to have a little night light in my bathroom. And so I'm just using that napkin again. I got a lot of use from these napkins, and I've only used one so far. I've got plenty of them. Um, but I'm just going to Mod Podge it again to that white bottle. And I think, I think that was I think it was a white vinegar bottle. So I'm peeling the white off the back now, the white napkin off the back of this, and I'm just going to Mod Podge it. But I've left the backing on, I've taken it off. To me, in my experience, it's never been an issue, just so you know. I guess it's just preference. So I'm just putting that on there, and I'm just doing the same Mod Podge technique that we did before. I'm still trying to think what I was trying to tell you guys a few minutes ago. Oh, hasn't come back to me. Okay. All right. Well, moving on. So I left this bottle clear because I wanted to have a nice bright night light. Now, you obviously could have done it with any bottle, a colored bottle. I just figured I would use this white bottle here because it would be really bright with the lights inside of it. But yeah, I don't like walking into dark bathrooms in the middle of the night. You know what it is? It's because, have you ever walked into like your laundry room or your bathroom or whatever, and you flicked on a light and like a spider ran across the floor? Because we all have house spiders. And I guess I'm afraid that if I can't see my floor, I might step on a spider. And I sleep barefoot, so I like to know where I'm stepping. So that's why I said I need a nightlight in the bathroom so that I can see where I'm stepping. Plus, I've seen too many movies. So I took it outside and I sprayed it with some glitter spray because it is Halloween. So I wanted to have some glitter. I wanted to have some sparkly. And so I sat it on top of the battery pack, okay? And these little twinkle lights, they came from Dollar Tree. I'm just pushing them into the jar. Just pushing them into the jar there. And I have it sitting on the battery pack because that way I could flick it on and off pretty easy, but I disguise it a little bit, so you'll see in just a moment. But when I was younger, guys, I'm sure we've all done this. We've all had the slumber parties where we watch the scary movies. And when you're at the slumber party with all your friends around and you're watching the scary movie, you're not scared, right? Until you get home and you have to go sleep in your room by yourself. And then you're like, oh my gosh, why did I watch that movie? So that's why I don't watch scary movies anymore, but I watched quite a few of them when I was younger. So I tucked that little wine cork into the top, and it's a black wine cork, and I thought it went really neat with the bottle. And then I got that ribbon. I loved that Harlequin ribbon, guys. And that did come from Dollar Tree, the orange and the black again. It matches our little napkin perfect. So I got that there. And this is just really simple, but I wanted to show you and I wanted to give you the idea because, again, things are just so expensive. And with the holidays coming up, if you want to decorate your house and you want to have things, festive and pretty, you should be able to do that without spending a ton of money. And so I just like to give people ideas. My daughter got laid off last year, right before Christmas. She sure did. She got laid off. the 1st of December. So, she's had to be very frugal because she's job hunting and she's working, but she's not working in her field. She's still trying to get into her field again. So, there could be a lot of people out there, who may be in the same boat, So I just like to show people and give people ideas of what they can do. And I learned a lot and I got a lot of craft ideas when I was a preschool teacher because I had to come up with crafts and all, for the kids. And so I just like to share the things that, I've thought of and have done, and sometimes I put a different little twist on them, but I just like to share ideas with people. So making a simple little bow, we just made a little loop, and then I'm holding the loops together by tying another piece of ribbon in the middle there, just like that. Just showing you a different way that you can make a bow. And you can still call it handmade. You can still say that you made the bow by hand. So there's always that. And I try to make sure that my loops are the same size. And you know what I just thought of? Because I used to have a Chihuahua, but he passed away in 2022. He was 15 years old. But wouldn't that ribbon there be so cute? Like if you made a little bow and you put it on your little dog's collar and walk them around for Halloween with the little black and orange Harlequin little bow, like a little bow tie. Just think that's really cute. Some of those little bow ties can be expensive. I bought one for my pup off of Amazon once, and I think it was like $13. And I was like, for a bow tie? Okay. For a bow tie for a 6-pound Chihuahua? Okay, that's fine. I bought it. I won't lie to you, I bought it. And he looked really cute wearing it. But, I wish I would have thought to just add a little bow to his collar with, some ribbon from Dollar Tree. Just tie it around into a cute little bow. That would have worked just as well. Oh, the things I think of after the fact. And I think that looks so cute on there. I love that Harlequin ribbon, I really do. And there it is in my bathroom, guys. No more dark bathrooms for me. And I just have it on my little vanity that was in the bathroom. And you see, you don't really see the battery pack on the bottom. I kind of turned it around so that you really don't see it. And then I just put the candle there and the little pumpkin there. And you really don't see it. And then there you go. And that's how it looks with the lights off. And it was really bright. It was really bright. So I would keep that on at night. And it worked out very well. So I really hope that you guys like this video, and I hope you don't mind me rambling. I just like to talk to you while I'm showing you things, and maybe you're doing the dishes or cleaning or dusting or whatever you do during the day. And I just like to talk to you, keep you company. So I hope that you guys really like this video. I hope I gave you some ideas. Now look, don't lose your patience with me. I promise I am getting my videos out. I just keep finding these videos and I wanted to share them with you. So I'm really sorry about that. But Christmas videos are coming, I promise, in like the next 3 or 4 days. I'm gonna have Christmas videos, and it's gonna be all Christmas videos from here on out, I promise. So I hope you guys like this video, and until next time, I will see you later. Take care.